so many stakeholders involved, from the city, the lenders, investors. This was the first real time we actually went out and syndicated and raised capital too. There's just so many more moving parts with the ground up development piece, and so much of it that you can't control that you kind of have to be adaptable to. It's very different than like, hey, I'm going to go buy this 20 unit in place building and we know we're going to do floors and counters and new appliances. And we're going to put a roof on. And this is, we just submit for a building permit versus going to a municipality, talking to the planning board 20 something times, basically having everyone put their hands in the bag and say what they want for the project. We want this, we want that, we want that. It's kind of jokingly say that it's kind of like organized legal extortion when you go through the city process to get something approved. It took us over 20 months to get this one project approved. So it's definitely a different set of challenges. We're going to continue to do both, but we're very mindful now that we've gone through the process that there are distinct differences between buying an in-place property and trying to build a ground-up one. And, you just have to be ready for that challenge, I think.
I'm glad you brought this up because it doesn't get talked about enough. The planning process. So I did this for a big portion of my career. Part of my engineering career was a land planning here. And that's what I would do. People would hire me to be their land use agent to take it through the county or city process. And it is a painful process, at least where I live. And I've been through maybe 5 different municipalities, and they're all kind of what you said, legal extortion, so to speak. I mean, that's a perfect way to say it. I mean, here where we are, a garage and apartment downtown, which is like fairly straightforward, small single family living, took me over a year. And one piece of land split in half we're approaching the 2-year mark. And it's, people ask me, why does it take so long? Like your property, 20 months. Why did it take so long? Why can't they just approve it? There's a lot of moving parts, and it's very hard to explain, but it's extremely challenging. It's kind of good to say this out loud, is like some municipalities in probably certain states are easier. It's just a reality. But it's not easy, and it's expensive, and it has holding costs and all these things we don't talk about. People are like, I want to be a developer. That's a huge challenge in certain places. So I'm glad you kind of brought that up. It's certainly not easy, and it's certainly not free. That's for sure.